Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah, amma ba'd, assalamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu wa maghfiratuh. Now brothers and sisters, this is going to be perhaps the most embarrassing and shocking video for the Mawlid Imam. Reason being is because in an attempt to bring evidences to refute myself and those who are upon our view, i.e. Ahlul Sunnati wal Jama'ah, he actually refuted himself. The sad thing is he did not realize what he was reading. It was actually a self-refutation. Like, that's how bad his understanding of the religion is, that he's reading a particular text and he doesn't realize this is actually a self-refutation. And I, inshallah ta'ala, will bring that to your attention in a second, to show you this is the person who you're taking as a scholar and following him blindly. Let me give you some background information before I play his clip so you understand. The Mawlid Imam, he's trying to make a particular point. And his point is that in Islam, you can have two types of bid'ah. Two types of bid'ah within the religion. A good bid'ah and a bad bid'ah. That's what he's trying to say. So because everyone agrees that Mawlid is a bid'ah. Even the scholars who said that you can do it, Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani, Ibn Hajar al-Haytami, Imam al-Sakhawi, Imam al-Suyuti, they all said the asl of celebrating the Prophet's birthday is that it's not permissible and it's a bid'ah. It's a bid'ah. They all said it. But then they permitted it and they made a mistake in that regard. And there are a handful of ulama, they're not the majority, the overwhelming majority of the scholars of the Sunnah have rejected it and refused this practice. But they did it. But even they did not try to say it was not a bid'ah. They all agreed it was a bid'ah. The discussion is it a good bid'ah or a bad bid'ah? So they're trying to say, rather the Mawlid Imam is trying to say, within the religion of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, there's good bid'ah. And that, there's no problem. And the Mawlid falls into that. There's bad bid'ah. And that's what the Prophet was talking about when he said, Kullu bid'atin dalala. Every single bid'ah is a misguidance. And he said, Mawlid, how can Mawlid be that? Okay, that's his point. That's his point. Now, before I go and play you the clip, I need to make some points myself. Let's define bid'ah first. Let's define bid'ah. Now, the definition of bid'ah, it has three components. I only want the first component. And that is that bid'ah is a newly invented practice in the religion. In the religion. Who does this definition come from? Not from myself. Like he kept defining Mawlid. This is how I define Mawlid. Mawlid definition to me. Who cares about your definition? Man ant. Man ana. Me and you are no one. What do the ulama say? Abu Shamat al-Maqdisi, Imam al-Suyuti, and Imam al-Shatibi. These are the individuals who, if you go to their definitions, you go to their books, you find this is the definition that they bring for bid'ah. Okay? The three components, the first one is a newly invented matter inside of our religion. Now the reason that that's really important and why I want to focus here is because are there things that are bid'ah, are there innovations, are there new inventions that take place that are not a part of our religion? Yeah, they are. For example, Facebook. Is Facebook a bid'ah? Is my thobe a bid'ah? This thobe design wasn't around at the time. It was a bid'ah, right? Is the car outside a bid'ah? Yeah, it is. But what's the difference? We're talking about bid'ah within the religion. That is bid'ah linguistically. Lughatan. Lughawi. We have bid'ah that is shar'i. Religious bid'ah. Bid'ah within the religion. You'll say, a Prophet said, pray 5 times a day. You're praying 6 times a day. Fard, 6 times a day. The Prophet said, pray your Maghrib 3 rakat. You pray 10 rakat. The Prophet said, pray, have 3 celebrations a year, you have 4. You add the Prophet says a birthday to that. That's bid'ah within the religion. But now for me to buy a car, go out, buy a new cake, invent an aeroplane, cars, that's bid'ah, but from its linguistic meaning. A new invention, new innovation. Bid'ah linguistically is fine, as long as it doesn't have anything to do with religion. I.e., as long as you're not creating something new in the religion. So, from the definition of bid'ah, the one that me and you are talking about, we straight away learn bid'ah is divided into 2 categories. Bid'ah shar'i, bid'ah within the religion, then bid'ah lughawi, bid'ah that is linguistic. Now, the Mawlid Imam is trying to say that the bid'ah shar'i is further divided into 2 categories. He's talking about the religion. So he's trying to say within the religion, within the bid'ah shar'i, there's bid'ah hasana, bid'ah that's good, and bid'ah dalala, bid'ah that is bad, misguidance. Okay? He's not even talking about lughawi. He's saying within the religion. Okay? That's very important to acknowledge. Now we're saying no. We're saying bid'ah within the religion is all misguidance. All. You can't divide it into two categories. And we're saying you're getting confused. When you say bid'ah hasana, that's talking about bid'ah lughawi, linguistic bid'ah. That's good. That's good. That can be in line with the kitab and the sunnah. But that's got nothing to do with the religion. What's my evidences? Pay very close attention. Because if you lose me, you're not going to understand the punchline, inshallah ta'ala, okay? Now, my evidences say that you cannot bring anything into the religion is the hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam narrated by Aisha radiyallahu ta'ala anha. Man amila amalan laysa alayhi amruna fahuwa rad. The messenger said, anyone who does any action, anyone who does any action, and they haven't been commanded to do it, it's not from our religion. Amruna laysa alayhi amruna. They've not been commanded to do it from our religion. It's not been made something for them to do from our religion. فَهُوَ رَدْ. It's going to be rejected. The Prophet's talking about the religion. Another one. وَمَنْ أَحْدَثَ فِي أَمْرِنَا هَذَا مَا لَيْسَ مِنْهُ فَهُوَ رَدْ. Anyone who does a newly invented or brings a newly invented thing, فِي أَمْرِنَا, in our religion, in our affair, in Islam, فَهُوَ رَدْ. It's going to be rejected. And that is what the messenger was talking about when he said كُلُّ بِدْعَةٍ ضَلَالَةٍ وَكُلُّ ضَلَالَةٍ فِي النَّارِ. Every single bid'ah is a misguidance, and every single misguidance is the hellfire. That's what the Prophet was talking about. Amruna, religion, our affairs, Islam, and that is bid'ah shar'i. Now what is my evidence to say you can have a linguistic bid'ah? Well, I need to give you some background information. There was an incident when Umar ibn Khattab radiyallahu anh, he saw the people praying Salatul Taraweeh extended in congregation behind one imam. He looked and he said, Ni'mal bid'atu. He said, this is a good bid'ah. This is a good bid'ah. Now I'm saying he didn't mean this is a bid'ah in the religion. He meant linguistic bid'ah. Let me explain to you why. My first reason is because something can only be a bid'ah in the religion if the Prophet ﷺ did not do it, or Allah didn't command it, or there's no consensus for it. There's no ijma'. Did the Prophet ﷺ pray Salatul Taraweeh in congregation with Sahaba? We have evidence to show he prayed up to 3 nights. Congregation, Sahaba behind him, one Imam leading all of them. He stopped on the 3rd day. Why? Not because he said don't do it. He wasn't telling you leave it off, but because he feared it may become obligatory on you. And he wanted to leave it sunnah, means carry on, but sunnah. But he himself stopped leading the people so it wouldn't become obligatory. Because imagine how difficult that would be. Every Ramadan, every day, it's obligatory to pray the Taraweeh in the masjid. Some of us find it difficult to pray even once behind the Imam. So that's why the Prophet ﷺ, he did not carry it on. But he didn't forbid it. He didn't leave it off in a way to say, don't do it. He left it off so it wouldn't become obligatory. But it wouldn't become wajib or fard, but the sunnah would still remain. The sunnah would still be there. Good. Fantastic. So, when Umar ibn Khattab radiyallahu anh is looking at the people praying Taraweeh like the Prophet in congregation extended behind one Imam, he can't mean bid'ah shar'i. He can't mean a religious bid'ah. Why? Because he was there praying behind the Prophet ﷺ. The Sahaba prayed behind him. They know that that's not a bid'ah. So it can only take the meaning of a bid'ah lughawi. And I'll explain to you what meaning comes out of the linguistic bid'ah here. So what's the meaning that comes out of it? What's the linguistic meaning that we take from him looking at the Sahaba, looking at the Muslims praying and saying, this is a good bid'ah? Well, now I want you to imagine I'm an individual who gives a lot of charity, but I don't read much Quran. Suddenly you see me reading a lot of Quran. When you look at me, what are you going to say? Bro, this new action that you're doing, mashallah, this new thing that you started to do in your life, how good is that, man? That's what bid'ah is. This new bid'ah of reading Quran in your life, bro, beautiful. This new bid'ah that what you're doing here, meaning in your life, now that you started to do, that's beautiful. Is reading Quran a bid'ah in the religion? No. But is it a bid'ah in my life? Yeah, because I never used to do it. The same way these Sahaba radiallahu ta'ala anhum ajma'een and the rest of the Salaf al-Salihin that are praying with them, Umar radiallahu anhu was there when the Prophet ﷺ was reading this Taraweeh. They weren't there. So this is the first time they're doing it. It's a bid'ah for them. As sunnah has been revived. So he's looking at them thinking, what a beautiful bid'ah. The same way, I never used to read Quran, but now I read Quran, what a new beautiful thing that I'm doing in my life. What a new beautiful bid'ah I'm doing in my life. Because it was not a part of my regular routine, but now it is. That's what some of the ulama say. He was trying to say that, look, a new bid'ah that you guys are doing. You never used to do this action, but now you do it. Linguistically, but technically, it has no base. It has a basis in a religion. Okay? Because it has a basis and evidence in a religion, there's a technical meaning that we take from it. Good. Now, brothers and sisters, I always tell you guys, don't bring evidences out of your own back pocket. Don't say something unless you have scholars who understood it the way you understood it. Rather, you took it from their understanding. But they based it on the Quran and the Sunnah. So exactly what I've said to you, I've got right here, Tafsir Ibn Kathir. Hafiz Ibn Kathir, not Hafiz Ibn Kathir. That's not his name. Hafiz Ibn Kathir, okay? It's a tafsir that we all agree upon. And we all hold this muhaddith, this mufassir, in great and high esteem. And this is a book that Allah gave acceptance to. Now, when he comes to the tafsir of the ayah, Badi'u samawati wal ard, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did bid'ah of the heavens and the earth, meaning Allah created, Allah innovated, Allah invented, Allah newly brought the heavens and the earth. He explains to you the meanings, the two types of bid'ah. Pay very close attention. He said, وَالْبِدْعَةُ عَلَىٰ قِسْمَيْنِ. The bid'ah is two types. تَارَةً تَكُونُ بِدْعَةً شَرْعِيَّةً. The first type is a bid'ah which is in the religion, in the sharia. And then he, كَقَوْلِهِ, for example, he gives you an example for a bid'ah which happens in the sharia. He says, وَإِن كُلُّ مُحْدَثَةٍ بِدْعَةٍ وَكُلُّ بِدْعَةٍ ضَلَالَةٍ. When the Prophet ﷺ said, every single newly brought matter is a bid'ah, and every bid'ah is a misguidance. So here notice, he didn't say the bid'ah in the religion is two types. He didn't say it's bid'ah dalala, bid'ah hasana. He said it's all bid'ah dalala. Because he brought the Prophet ﷺ's hadith straight after, which shows you that every bid'ah in the religion is dalala, not hasana. The good bid'ah comes next, when he says, وَتَارَةً تَكُونُ بِدْعَةً لُغَوِيَّةً. And the second type, the other type of bid'ah is the linguistic bid'ah. The linguistic bid'ah. For example, he says, like the speech of Umar radiallahu anh, when he saw the Sahaba radiallahu ta'ala anhum ajma'in in congregation praying salah, lengthy Taraweeh, what did he say? This is a good bid'ah. This is a good bid'ah. Now Ibn Kathir rahimullah, the evidence that the Mawlid Imam is using, the evidence that the Mawlid Imam is using to say there is a good bid'ah, which category, sorry, let me say that again. The evidence that Mawlid Imam is using to say there is a good bid'ah within the religion. In the Sharia you can have good bid'ah, bad bid'ah. Because Mawlid is in the Sharia, right? You're trying to make something into the Sharia. It's a religious thing, it's worship, right? You get closer to Allah by doing it, right? Saying salli, durood upon the Prophet ﷺ is by you getting closer to Allah. So anything where you get closer to Allah is within the Sharia, right? Good, fantastic. So now he's trying to say Mawlid, it's a good bid'ah. So he's trying to say inside the religion, bid'ah shar'i, there's two categories. Good bid'ah, bad bid'ah. And he brings the hadith of Umar radiyallahu an as an evidence to show you that you can have good bid'ah within the religion. Now Ibn Kathir rahimullah, where did he place the hadith of Umar radiyallahu an? Did he place it under the first type of bid'ah, bid'ah shar'i? Or did he place it under the second type of bid'ah, which is bid'ah what? Which is bid'ah lughawi, linguistic bid'ah, which has got nothing to do with the religion. He placed it under that category. So what Ibn Kathir rahimullah is trying to teach to you and I is that anytime you try to bring a bid'ah into the religion, a religious matter, whether it be Mawlid, whether it be whatever it is, it's always misguidance. There's no good bid'ah. If you want to talk about good bid'ah, that's the linguistic one. Like a car. You buy a new car, it's a good bid'ah. It's a bid'ah hasana. Or, you never used to pray, but now you started praying. That's a bid'ah in your life. That's a good bid'ah. Fantastic. That's what Ibn Kathir is trying to say. Now, I brought this as an evidence for myself. Right? Now, this is the part which is actually really shocking. He said the Mawlid Imam, in his lecture, he brought this. Ibn Kathir, what he's saying, it's going against what he's saying, right? He's trying to say bid'ah hasana is in the religion. He's saying bid'ah hasana is what? Ni'mal bid'ah, the good bid'ah is what? Lughawi, in the language. It's got nothing to do with the religion. In the religion, it's all misguidance. He brought this quote of Ibn Kathir as an evidence to prove, he brought this quote as an evidence to prove that bid'ah hasana, ni'mal bid'ah is within the religion. When Ibn Kathir is saying the opposite, no! He's saying ni'mal bid'ah has got nothing to do with the religion. Ni'mal bid'ah is lughawi. If you try to bring a bid'ah into the religion, always dalala, always dalala. Wallahi, this is shocking. Because he's reading it. And he doesn't even realize that the speech he's reading is against him. It's not for him. It's against him. It's not for him. Let me play the clip to you right now so you can see for your very own self.
The words of Hafiz ibn Kathir in his tafsir ibn Kathir about what the bid'ah means. He said, bid'ah is divided into two categories. Sometimes it's bid'ah shar'i. What is that? Where the Prophet ﷺ said, indeed every new matter is an innovation, and every innovation is misguided. And sometimes it's bid'ah lughawi, bid'ah linguistic bid'ah. Like Sayyidina Umar's qawl, radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, when he put all of the people together in Salatul Tarawih and istimrari, it continued. He didn't say it's bad. Imam Hafiz ibn Kathir, he said that bid'ah is of two types.
Now, wallahi, that is shocking. He's supposed to be an imam. You guys call him an alim. Look how confident he is. He does not realize what he's reading is against him. It's not for him. Alright, man, please. Be careful who you take your religion from. What he's reading is an evidence against him, not for him. It's for us. Yet he's that ignorant on the matter. He does not know what's going on. He doesn't have any real knowledge because he's reading an evidence for us, thinking it's for him. And wallahi, that is Allah exposing him. That is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala exposing him. Not only that, he mentions another four imams. Imam al-Shafi'i, Imam al-Nawawi, Al-Izz ibn Abd al-Salam, Sultan al-Ulama, and he mentions who? Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani. 5 imams altogether he brings. That say the exact same thing Ibn Kathir said. Well, 5 including Ibn Kathir. And he brings them all, not understanding that they're saying exactly what Ibn Kathir is saying. Because when they say a bid'ah which is in favor of us, a bid'ah which is a good bid'ah, it's one that doesn't go against the kitab and the sunnah. And a bad bid'ah is one that goes against the kitab and the sunnah. So now my question to you is, what bid'ah goes against the kitab and the sunnah? There's 2 types, lughawi, shari'i, religious and linguistic. Which one goes against the kitab and the sunnah? Which one goes against the kitab and the sunnah? The religious one, right? So every bid'ah within the religion goes against the kitab and the sunnah. So how can you say mawlid? Mawlid, we can use it based on this. Now, what's a bid'ah that doesn't go against the kitab and the sunnah? The linguistic one. The linguistic bid'ah, you can use that. Imam al-Shafi is trying to tell you, Imam al-Nawawi and the rest of them are trying to tell you, it's okay, you can build cars and planes. That's what they're trying to say. It's not a problem. When you go out into the dunya and you want to do bid'ah, you want to innovate in the dunya, go do it. Not the religion though. If it goes against the Quran and the Sunnah, misguidance. Meaning anything in the religion. If it doesn't, mean you want to build cars, planes, houses, clothes, do that. As long as it doesn't go against the Kitab and the Sunnah. Wallah, he didn't realize that. Wallah, he didn't realize that. All because he never understood the issue of Umar radiallahu anh. And he crystal clearly reads Ibn Kathir saying, crystal clearly he reads, and he says it about 2-3 times, this is an example of a linguistic bid'ah. And that's just shocking. Now, I'm going to conclude. Before I do so, I want to play the video clip of the challenge he made to me. The challenge he made to me.
My challenge. I presented to you 5 scholars from the Ahlul Sunnah who have explained bid'ah. My challenge to you is, we want you to present 5 of the same caliber. 5 of the same caliber of scholars that said there is no type of division when it comes to bid'ah. Present to me that. I presented 5, you present 5 to me. Same caliber who said there's only one type of bid'ah and that's bad. This is my challenge to you, Brother Imran, and the Salafi manhaj.
Now, brothers and sisters, what did he say? He wants me to bring 5 scholars of equal caliber that say what? That bid'ah, because remember we're talking about bid'ah shari'i, we're talking about bid'ah in the religion. He didn't realize that a second ago. That's his problem. But this whole time, our discussion has not been about linguistic bid'ah. For you to tell me there's linguistic bid'ah and say that, oh, this is a proof of Mawlid, it's got nothing to do with me. Because Mawlid is not a linguistic bid'ah. It's a shari'i bid'ah. The Prophet is in the 3 celebrations. You're trying to add a 4. That's a shari'i bid'ah. So that's got nothing to do with me right now. That's got linguistic bid'ah. Just the fact that you can prove that to me, that's no evidence for you. What you needed to bring me was the scholars saying the bid'ah within the religion is split into 2. You didn't manage to do that. But you told me to bring my evidence to say that the religious bid'ah cannot be split into 2. Religious bid'ah is only 1, and it's all misguidance. You told me to bring 5, right? Okay, I will do. Watch this now. I'm going to start off firstly by stripping you of the 5 ulama that you brought, and I'm going to bring them for myself. Ibn Kathir, Al-Izz ibn Abd al-Salam, Imam al-Shafi'i, Imam al-Nawawi, Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani, they all agree with me. You never understood their speech, that was your problem. But they were all in favour of my view, my mawqif, our stance. Not mine. The ulama that we take from. That is the view that they were supporting. Because they were all trying to tell you, which you didn't understand, bid'ah within the religion is all misguidance. The one that doesn't go against the kitab and the sunnah is the lughawi one. You didn't get that. So you told me to bring 5, I brought you 5. I took all of yours. Respectfully and rightfully so. Okay. Am I going to leave it there? 5? No. I'm going to add to it. I'm going to bring you one more. Ibn Rajab al-Hanbali rahimahullah, a muhaddith that we all agree upon, we all acknowledge him, we all respect him as a scholar of hadith of the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam. What did he say in his book, Jami' al-Ulum al-Hikam? He said that if there are transmissions from the Salaf, the first 3 generations, pertaining to the issue of good bid'ah, it does not mean bid'ah within the religion. It's talking about bid'ah lughawi. Bid'ah language, linguistically. So that's 6 I brought for you now, right? Because another one, who said religious one, it's always misguidance. The good one can never be in the religion. It's only one, misguidance. I bring you another imam. I bring you 7. Ibn Hajar al-Haytami. Who's Ibn Hajar al-Haytami? He's one of your imams, right? We respect him too, but he's one of your imams. He celebrates Mawlid. He tells you to... Rather what he says is, he says celebrating Mawlid is permissible. You guys use him. Guess what he said? He said when it came to the issue of Umar radiallahu anh, he was not, when he said ni'mal bid'ah, he did not mean bid'ah shar'i, he meant bid'ah lughawi. Look it up, I'm sure you can find it in his books. That's homework for you. So I brought you 7. Am I going to leave it there? No. You told me to bring scholars of their caliber, right? I'm going to bring you scholars who have better caliber than the scholars you brought me. Great scholars, Shafi, Nawawi, great scholars. But I'm going to bring you scholars better than these 7 that you brought me, who understood that bid'ah shar'i cannot be divided into 2 categories. One of them is none other than the son of Umar radiallahu anh, Abdullah ibn Umar Abdullah ibn Umar radiyallahu anhuma. Where can you find his statement? Ibn Battah, he narrated it in his Al-Ibana, and Imam Al-Lalaka'i, he also narrates this as well. Go check it out, authentic. When Ibn Umar said, if the people see a bid'ah to be good, if the people see a bid'ah to be good, it's always bad. It's bad even if they think it's good. Talking about the religion, because why? We've already acknowledged, his father showed us, radiyallahu an, that the linguistic bid'ah is good, we can use that. The bid'ah that's bad, the Prophet told us in the religion. So his understanding takes precedence over everyone else's. I brought you a sahabi now. I'm going to bring you one more sahabi. Hudayfa radiyallahu an. Where can you find this hadith? Go to Abu Dawood, Sunan Abu Dawood. Go check it out, right there. Hudayfa radiyallahu an said, any action of worship that the Sahaba radiyallahu anhum did not do, don't do that action of worship. Don't do any worship. Worship is within the religion, right? It's not linguistic. That's Sharia. He said, any action of worship that the Sahaba radiyallahu anhum ajma'in did not do, don't do it. I brought you 9. I brought you 7. Then I brought you two individuals who have better understanding than everyone else that you brought. And I'll bring you one more. And he's the greatest alim who ever walked the face of this earth. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. To prove to you that bid'ah in the religion is only one. Man ahdatha fi amrina hadha ma laysa minhu fahuwa rad. Anyone who brings any new action into our religion and it's not from our religion, it will be rejected. It will be rejected. Brothers and sisters, I have shown you bid'ah in the religion is one type. Your Mawlid Imam couldn't even understand the book he was reading, refuted himself in the process of trying to refute us. Now I have a challenge for you. Meri baat suno. I have a challenge for you. Listen very clearly. Now you bring me one Imam. You asked me to bring you 5, I brought you 10. You said 5 of the same caliber. I brought you 2 with even better caliber, Sahaba, and 1 who is better than all of them, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I'm going to ask you to bring me just one Imam from the Salaf, who was from Ahlul Sunnati wal Jama'ah, Sahaba, and their students. That's it. First 3 generations, the best generations. Because the Prophet said these are the best generations. If it's not in there, you're not going to find it anywhere else. Bring me just one Imam from these generations who said bid'ah within a religion can be divided into 2 categories. Bid'ah shar'i can be 2. Just one. Wallah, you never find it. And don't even try to find it. You'll embarrass and humiliate yourself even more. Make tawbah and retract your statements and the mistakes that you've made. Make tawbah right now and tell us that you're sorry and you were wrong. Either you were ignorant or deceitful, you and your peers are, for attributing that false narration to Ibn Abbas radiallahu anh. We're still waiting for you to apologize to us. Wallahi, we don't know what's wrong with you. You're quick to retract your statement about a wrong attribution to Bukhari, but when it comes to Ibn Abbas radiallahu anh, Sahabi Jaleel, you're quiet. Wallahi, Allah's going to question you on the Day of Judgment. Fear Allah, stop misleading the people. Like the video, share the video. If you want to study your real religion, what your religion is really about, go to MuslimSurvivalGuide.com. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Peace.